The modern world isn't as stable as we think. It's not held together by strength. It's held together by flow of energy, flow of data, flow of goods, flow of time, and all of these flow through one very specific place. It's not New York, not London, not Paris. It's a small zone on the map that few even know by name, but when this zone breaks, the entire planet will feel it. They call it the Valeriepieris Circle. And this circle is not just another region, it is the heartbeat of the 21st century. And when it goes dark, the body it keeps alive, our world, will slowly lose consciousness. The Valeriepieris Circle was first drawn as a curiosity, a perfect circle that contains more than half of the global population within it, densely packed across East and Southeast Asia. But that's not the full story. This circle also holds the majority of the world's factories, the largest port networks, the backbone of agriculture, the origin of most of what we use, wear, consume, and depend on every day. It's where things are made, where things are shipped, where systems are in motion, non-stop, 24/7. You don't see the circle when you buy something. You don't see it when you use your phone or take a pill or eat imported rice. But it's there, quietly holding up everything around you, and it's getting weaker. We like to think of the world as diversified, that if one region fails, others will pick up the slack, that supply chains are flexible, that systems are smart. But that illusion ends the moment the Valeriepieris Circle falters. Because the real question isn't where the goods come from. It's where the motion starts. The movement of food, the movement of energy, the movement of containers across oceans. When this circle slows, the ports fall quiet, the factories go dim, the transport halts, and when that happens, the rest of the world isn't just inconvenienced, it's exposed. Some believe that even if the physical world breaks, the digital world will continue. We have cloud computing, AI, machine learning, backups upon backups. But what's often ignored is this. All of it still depends on the physical. Data centers don't exist in isolation. They depend on electricity, cooling systems, fiber optics, undersea cables, satellite links, and stable regional infrastructure. And the truth is, a vast portion of these physical links run directly through the Valeriepieris Circle. The internet can't float in the air. It travels through wires. Those wires are buried, stretched, anchored across lands and seas that now show increasing signs of stress. If the circle collapses, your data won't matter, your cloud won't work, and your smart devices will become very, very dumb. Picture the planet as a human body. The brain might be seated in distant control centers, Silicon Valley, Geneva, Seoul, but the nervous system, the blood vessels, the lungs that move the air in and out, they all lie in this one overloaded zone, and it is overworked, overused, overexposed. This circle doesn't rest, it doesn't stop, it doesn't reset. So when it does, not with a bang, but with quiet systemic failure, the entire body follows. You may still have a functioning brain, but without a heartbeat, it won't matter. The Valeriepieris Circle isn't threatened by one thing. It's threatened by everything, simultaneously. The land below is volatile. Earthquakes, volcanic tension, tectonic pressure building. The atmosphere above is shifting. Solar winds, magnetospheric fluctuations, unexplained plasma intrusions. And now, layered on top of this natural instability, is human tension. The South China Sea has quietly become the most contested region on Earth. Naval buildups, airspace violations, silent shows of force, all inside the same circle that holds the world's lifeline. Any escalation, whether natural or man-made, could tip the entire region into paralysis, and with it comes a breakdown that no tech company, no government, no insurance policy can stop. Because this isn't about economics, this is about infrastructure collapse at the source. We've been told to get ready for the future, but we weren't told it might not arrive. They taught us how to code, how to automate, how to optimize. But they never taught us how to survive a systemic failure of the thing we optimized. We were told to prepare for the rise of machines, but what if the real threat is the fall of motion? When the Valeriepieris Circle goes dark, it won't look like a disaster. There won't be explosions, there won't be alarms, there will just be stillness. Empty ports, silent factories, unanswered calls, and slow, unspoken panic spreading from one continent to the next. By the time we realize what's happened, it'll already be too late, because the center of our world wasn't where we looked. It was in a place we ignored, and now that it's failing, we'll all remember where the real power lived, in the circle. And that's the thing about power. It rarely makes noise when it leaves. It slips away silently, but the absence it leaves behind is deafening. Supply lines won't just slow, they'll vanish. Screens won't just freeze, they'll go black. And the systems we trusted to always recover simply won't. Not because we ran out of time, but because we never used the time we had. The circle held the pulse. It kept the rhythm. It carried the weight of the world, while the rest of the world looked elsewhere. But every system, no matter how massive, has a tipping point. And when it tips, there's no restart button, just memory. And in that silence, as the world searches for what went wrong, it will finally understand what kept it alive. The only question is, when the lights go out, will you even realize you were standing on the switch all along?